The Real Estate Forum podcast is back for another episode. I tell you what, we have got a ripper of a guest that we can't wait to announce. But before we do, man, has it been a big 4 weeks? So, Brent, you were away in the Whitsundays for a couple of weeks. Welcome to the podcast. We had Matt fill in for you. He was all well and good. He did a good job, actually, Matt. He did do a good job. But importantly, huge change in your life. The last time I spoke to you, you announced that you were having a kid, which I'm like, wow, that's massive. You've got something that's almost topping that, Brent.
Yes, a few people have said to me, "Is like, God, you don't do things in halves." And I said, "Well, yeah, what's the point? You know, we're here to live our life as opposed to just rock up every day and just mope through." So having a kid, and I'm like, I need to create something, for us and the family, and we've taken that step. And even before the kid, this has been in the pipeline.
Wait, tell us what you're doing.
We're starting our own brand called Day House. So yeah, pretty excited about that. I got a meeting at 4:00 today. Thank you. To go over our final brand concept. So it's very exciting. We've got the shop front, we've got the office now. Everything's done apart from the final tweaks for the brand, because I need that perfect, because I need to sit in that lounge room and I need to say it's the best brand ever.
So what is it? Day House?
Correct, yeah.
H-A-U-S, like German?
No,
House?
everyone says that. Maybe I should have, but no, it's House, H-O-U-S-E.
H-A-U-S-A,
Yeah.
okay. So what was the inspiration? I mean, obviously we sell houses.
Yeah.
I assume there's like a play on words. What else does the house mean?
It's a good question. So I left the naming not up to me at all. Like, I paid this guy a fair bit of money to, create the whole brand and create the whole concept. And he said to me, and I was pushing him about the name, like I was giving him like these stupid names like Social House and Social this, Social that bullshit. And he's like, you can't do that because it's too much about social media. And then he come up with Day House, and I said, like, that's amazing. There was two other options.
What were the other options?
Day House. Porch.
Porch?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't even know what the other one was, but I think with the marketers are smart, man. They give you a good option, they give you a shit option, and they give you a medium option. So I was like, bang, Day House is amazing, and it makes the other two, look like crap.
I do think it's got a good ring to it. I would have gone with something different. I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. And I reckon if I was opening up a real estate company and my surname was Day, I would have called it Day and Night. And that could be my theme song. Day and night. I don't even know the words to the song.
Stick to Ray White,
You
bro.
Too, A Beautiful Day.
Maybe.
That could be your theme song.
I always told Kyla, I said, we're going to have a beautiful day today. She's like, oh, I want to be a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Trying to get a ring on her finger.
Yeah. Clever. What else could you be? Did you ever watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, never.
No, they had the Day Man.
No.
Day Man. Anyway,
But no,
that's cool. Day House. Are you sure you're shitting yourself?
To be honest, man, and hopefully you always try and read my vibe. I'm pretty chill at the
You
moment.
are pretty chill. Is it the calm before the storm?
I don't know. I feel like I said to someone, I can't remember who it was. No, the boys chat. I said, God, it feels like I don't have anxiety anymore. It feels like a monkey's off my fucking back, to be honest with you. But I've got so much more things to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I've just been like tedious with subscriptions, compliance, AML, all the legal stuff, insurances, like snowed under. But I like being under pressure. I think I've performed better when I'm under pressure because I feel like I'm doing something. I felt I was not busy enough when we were selling 100 houses a year. And that's why I wanted to do more.
So why'd you leave?
I left because you get given opportunities in life, right? And you probably would have had the same with Ray White, and there might be a portion of a share for a business. And I thought, I was better than that. And to do my own thing, I didn't want to be a sales agent that had no say in the business, like doesn't see the profit and loss statements, doesn't see where the money's going. I wanted to see all that stuff. I wanted to create my own brand and create an environment where people can actually say, I actually want to work with Brent and come across with me, and we build that journey together, and potentially down the track, they may have aspirations to have their own brand under Day House and branch that out. It won't be a franchise. It might be a few JVs, joint ventures. Just build my own thing for my name and for my family. And I was kind of really sick of a lot of people in real estate don't treat people well. Like, you might have names written on the wall and they mean jack shit to people.
So we'll have a talk about this, and I think our next guest, like, I want to really enter into that because he's opened up his own company
Yeah.
as well. So like there is this push or expectation at least for agents to be able to buy into businesses, right? And so you've got for want of a better word, the fat cats at the top that are saying, well, no, this is what I've created. I don't want people to be a part of it. Do you think that business owners should be more amicable to letting sales agents buy into a business, be part of what they've helped create?
Yeah, I think in some aspects, absolutely. But then again, my aspirations were bigger than that. You know, it was something not just to have a profit share in a business or something like that. Like someone said to me the other day, if you're in it for the revenue, you're in it for the wrong reason. And I said to him, I'm not. I could sit comfortably where I was or had other opportunities that come across my table where I could sit there and cash a check on the way through, and it wouldn't fulfill my purpose.
What's your purpose?
Just create a brand, man. Create a brand where people want to work for and really change the kind of stigma for real estate agents and the bosses and the directors and the real sharks in the world, that you can really just see that are in it for the money. And they might have this perception they're about the people. But man, you've probably seen it firsthand as well, dude, like that they're not about the people. And I'm sick of seeing it.
It's funny though, because there is a bit of a relapse in the industry at the moment where a lot of agents are either going off and doing their own thing or they're just bailing out of the market in the industry in completeness. Because right now, like, from a Ray White perspective at our office, we've had 5 people move on from Ray White and either go live somewhere in different states or go work in car sales or just not doing anything. Are you finding that at the moment in this market, a lot of sales agents are reassessing where they are in this industry?
Yeah, I think so, absolutely. And Natalie, who works in my team, she was straight away. She's 100% committed to real estate. Where a lot of people, when you see a market shift, they get out of it. And like Khaled said to me when I was walking in here, that's a hint to the guest that we have on.
No way to ruin it.
He said to me, mate, I don't want to scare you, but I'll probably want to do it. Like, it's really hard. So I'm keen to see his side of things because he's done the business. He's had exceptional growth. Like he'd probably be in top 10 in Victoria for volume.
You're ruining our guest.
So yeah, well, our guest is coming.
Yeah, okay. We'll get to it in a second.
Ya.
It wasn't a tease anymore. It's full blown. Anyway. All right. So next thing, I guess, huge news again coming from yesterday's announcement about the SMSF. So self-managed super funds. If you're someone that's looking to do this and purchase residential property, unless you have the full amount in your SMSF, you can't borrow for residential property. That's a new announcement.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I posted a video yesterday about it, and I said to Kyle, it's like I'm a politician on social media at the moment. So I just made sure I said I only comment on real estate stuff because that's what we make bread and butter from. And I was speaking to some guy from, is it Angus, the commercial real estate? Or Cameron. His name's Angus Scott, I think.
Yep. And
he said, yeah, you can still buy, but you can't lend against it. And I just said back to him, I said, dude, like, who's got $1 million in super that they can just buy a house outright? So it's massive. It's 1% of the market, but 1 in 100 people, that's still a lot of people. That's a lot of people in my eyes. And we get heaps of people, man. I've got messages 10 minutes ago. Hey, I've got 3 people, self-managed super funds, want to buy right now. Do you have any houses for sale?
Yep, correct. So it might be 1%, but I think they're looking at 1% of the total national marketplace, which includes $4.5 million townhouses in Toorak. So clearly they're not buying that kind of stuff with the SMSF. Where we are in terms of your entry level, the SMSFs, it's much higher. I'd probably say it's probably maybe 5% of the marketplace.
Yeah, even 10%, I would say.
Yeah, even 10%.
Yep.
So it's huge news. And it was interesting that the Labor government had no intention of doing this.
Yep.
It was only because when it got past the lower house and got to the upper house, the Greens, who held a very powerful minority, wouldn't support the royal assent of the negative gearing and the stamp duty unless they gave them something else. And they just said, well, the NDIS was one to push that back, and also then this around this SMSF. So not only obviously have investors now been hit with no negative gearing, the change to stamp duty, but now also if you've got an SMSF, you've got 45 days to buy something, otherwise you can't borrow.
Yeah,
that's huge, man. It's a huge game changer.
And it always trickles back down to the renters, man.
No one thinks about them. I don't know why. I was listening to the Greens and I actually follow the Greens on Instagram. I actually support a lot of their policies, and people laugh at me when I say that kind of shit, but I actually do support a lot of the Greens. But they're just so hell-bent on getting first home buyers in, which is great, but they're completely neglecting the people that will never, ever be able to buy.
And I was
Just your tenants that will forever remain tenants.
I was doing my research the other day. I know I act like I don't do much research, but
You've been getting good at this.
I actually do a little bit. But when I was away, man, Hamilton Island, you can't do anything. You go to bed at 8, wake up at 5, and then the rest of the day you do nothing. So this first home buyer, she was saving up for a deposit. So she had all of her savings, put it in a, what's it called? Not super, bloody stocks.
Yep.
And then now she gets taxed on stocks.
Yeah.
So she's put all of her money there to save to buy a house as a first home buyer to get ahead quicker. And now she's getting taxed on the savings, which is supposed to help her buy a first home.
Yep.
Like, that's ludicrous.
Yep. Mental,
Ludicrous.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a break.
Yep.
And we're going to come back with our very exciting guest.
Yes.
Brent's already ruined who it is. I can't wait.
Same. All right, welcome back. We'd like to quickly thank our sponsors. We've got Sharon, the beautiful lady from Style, with us. And we have a Douglas from Adaptive Fire and Electrical, and also Jade from 11 Financial. She was on a plane, but apparently her flight got delayed or something, but she'll be on next week. Been dealing with her a lot lately. She's probably sick of me, to be honest with you. And then we obviously have Craig, our fearless producer. He always tells our guests it's the number one podcast in the universe. And he cracks his shit when we say that. But, he's good for it.
What's that podcast called?
The Real Estate Forum podcast.
Nice.
Now today's guest, as Gav said, like, this guy's an absolute superstar, and it was on Saturday, and he sent me a congratulations message about starting up the new brand, and I just said back to him, I said, "Oh, dude, like, you should come on the podcast. Like, you sell over 200 houses a year. I should have asked you before, but it just popped into my mind, and as a true gentleman he is, he jumped on straight away. It's Wednesday now, and he's here. So yeah, today's guest is one of the most impressive stories that I've heard in real estate in a long time. And I think about my own upbringing into real estate is, we're born in our local area, and we know all the people and the families here because we've been brought up with them as well. So, someone like Khaled, he come over here in 2010. He was born and raised in Iran and moved over to Tasmania, where he studied health. And then in 2020, he moved over to Melbourne to actually start a career in our great industry of real estate. And, fast forward now to 2026, he's now the founding and managing director of Area Specialist Rapid out in Narre Warren there. And he's leading one of Melbourne's highest performing teams. And he's personally selling over 200 properties. That within itself is, absolutely amazing. So I cannot wait to, showcase his skills and how he actually performs at such a high level. And he seems so relaxed and such a relaxed human being, which is really awesome to see as well. So please welcome to the podcast, Khaled, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. That was quite an introduction.
Yeah, thanks.
Really
man.
Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Usually I read them like all the way off the script, but that was a little bit half. So, it's good, man. I've known you for
How does
a long
that
time.
How does that feel that when you just read that out?
Oh, I don't hear that a lot. So just work. But it was good. Yeah.
Can I just ask though, so your name that you've got, Area Specialist, it's Rapid. I must say, I feel that's quite appropriate for your ascension that you've able to achieve over the last 6 years. You moved from Iran to Tasmania, which I think is a bizarre move in itself of all the places you go to Hobart.
I wouldn't say that.
It's bizarre. And then from Hobart, you come to Victoria with the sole intention of being in real estate. And in 6 years, you've gone from a nobody with what Mr. Brent Day said just before, no connections, well, at least like home ties, to being one of the most successful agents in the entire Southeast. 6 years, that is rapid.
Look, I wouldn't say that. I don't see myself at that level yet. Just another agent. But yeah, I think it's just putting your head down and doing the work that you're supposed to do, basically, yeah.
So, I mean, people work hard. They work hard and they don't get to the point where they're doing 200 sales a year. What did you do that you were able to create such a high-profile brand?
Well, I've just like Brent mentioned earlier, when I was walking in, if I go back, would I do it? Probably not.
Real estate?
No, I mean, transition into Area Specialist Rapid. Yeah,
Business
I probably would
ownership.
have. Would have stayed as an agent. I would have made a hell lot of more money. But it's not always about the money. I wanted to change a few things in real estate that when I first moved to Melbourne, I was like, oh, what agents rocking up so late? They had probably late night and they got up and just chuck on some suit and show up at the open home. And I'm like, I can do better than this. And then I reckon observing the other agent, what they're doing and picking up their mistake, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to change a few things. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
You know, being on time, being disciplined, and having targets. So I've got daily target, weekly target, monthly, and every 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. And I need to hit it.
What's when you say your daily targets? What's that kind of entail?
So now that I'm running a team, it's not so much about myself, because obviously those people that join the company, they were like, you know what, they want to learn how I do things, and making sure the team's having that time with me and learning the things that on daily basis that agents actually need to learn. I think just earlier today I put a story then and I was like, I wish there was an academy that instead of just getting a certificate, at least 1 or 2 years, agents go out there and actually really study real estate, not just get a certificate in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Nowadays, they get it in a week. I can't believe it. And in a tough market like this, agents, no wonder they struggle. So if it's a bit tough to get in, because I really believe what comes easy will go easy.
I think with it would actually benefit the industry so much too, because sometimes agents get their certificate in a week, go into a job role which is fast paced, it's negotiations, it's really cutthroat, and then they leave quickly and they have a bad perception of real estate. But if you've done a 1 to 2 year academy apprenticeship, 4 year apprenticeship, most people do in every other trade, you'd be like, oh, you know that you want to do it. And then you actually have to earn your stripes before you get put on a for sale board, before you get put on the website and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I 100% agree with you as well.
I just realized I didn't answer your question.
Sorry.
My daily goal is I have to make 10 phone calls before I get to the office, drop off the kids. So that's a good time between me going through the traffic by the time I get to the office. This could be inquiries. This could be with regards to the extension on finance sort of thing. I at least need to talk to 30 people during the day.
Okay.
This is not the business that I already have. It's people that I got on my phone.
Yep.
And if I tell you something crazy, I don't have a database.
Wow.
Really?
I don't have a database.
All in your phone.
Whenever I want a listing, I pull out my phone. I know who to call. Because genuinely, sometimes when I go out there and I see vendors, if I really think it's not good for them to sell, I'm telling a lot of people not to sell now. Yep. I mean, if you're not desperate, don't sell. That actually builds the trust. And when the market actually picks up, if I need business, I'll be calling them. You know what? Market's so much better.
How do you remember that though? You would meet hundreds of people in a week, in a month.
If I'll be honest, it's not that I call every single one of them. Whenever I need business, because I save the contact in a way. Like, for example, Brent called me to sell his house or get an appraisal at least. I save the date, the price that we discuss, and I just go back. Like 2 years later, who did I talk to? Appraisal, and I'll put the hashtags that all come up, and I'll rate them out of 10. Simple. That's my database.
On books? What are you giving Brent?
10. No, that's. I'm sitting here, right? I'm doing that now. Bro, save a number in your phone is what you told them price. I go out the house and I'm like, fuck, what did I tell this person price 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like, that's
it's not just that. I put
awesome.
a hell lot of.
How many contacts are in your phone?
Yeah.
Whip it out. I want to know how many contacts are in your phone.
I don't even know how many.
We're going to find this out. How many contacts? Let's do this actually. How many contacts are in your phone?
Oh, yeah.
I know what I used to have. I think I've been deleted out of most of them.
11,221.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got 17.5.
Really?
I need to catch up.
Yeah. I
mean, you've been here for 6 years. I've been here for 36 years. Like,
There you go.
I've only got, an extra 5,000 ahead of you, man. It's not that much.
And that's awesome.
What do you got?
I used to have over 20, but
What do you got now?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, tell me now.
I'll get incriminated.
Well, this is not fair. But I'll tell you something.
Incriminated. I have none on my phone.
But when I was doing more of a sale, what I used to do, every single inquiry, I saved their number.
It's powerful, man, when they call you back.
I get calls now.
Yeah.
They don't know. I'm like, oh, yeah, 7:30 budget and 2021. hey, this is good. They must be selling. I'm like, yeah, okay, how you going?
Yeah.
Did you add more to it? Because like, I mean,
Yes.
you're Khaled, how do you say your surname?
Arabzadeh.
That's how I would have said it.
Arabzadeh.
That's how exactly I would have said it. There wouldn't be too many of those in the world, I'd imagine. But there are a lot of Mandeep Singhs or John Smiths. So I have a lot of those in my phone.
Yeah.
Stupid me, I didn't put notes next to them. Do you put notes next to all of them?
A lot of notes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I
wow.
write stories.
Yeah, really.
How I come across them.
Yeah.
What they said, something that I can remember about this person. Because having that many contacts, imagine how many Andrews I've got. You
Yeah.
know, Andrew Smith, for example, I probably got 10.
Yeah.
I need to actually put different notes to remember
Do you
each
put
different person.
photos as well?
No.
Would that be the
Just
next
take
step?
photos of them.
Could you get a selfie to them? So Brent Day, how many Brent Days want to Brad get a photo?
No, I don't go to that extent now.
That's clever though, because when you say you don't have a database, you actually do. Your database is just on your phone.
On my phone.
You obviously just run like a. So what's your system like? Reapit or something? Agent box,
No, we Zenio.
and that's all we just where you load your listings on there.
That's it.
No databasing. I don't use the database too much. I might text people from it, but
I'll probably have a few in there, but I don't get a chance to have a look at it. Like it's all on the phone, technology, right?
So what were your KPIs before you had a team, when it was just you as a solo agent starting out, trying to be an aspirational guy? What was your KPIs? You seem you're quite disciplined.
You mean when I was working at a
yeah,
previous company?
sales agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Good
you're
question.
solo sales agent.
If I tell you this, you probably won't believe it. Michael can confirm this, yeah. I don't look at KPI. KPI as in number, are you talking, or the dollar wise?
No, well, let's go KPIs numbers.
Numbers, yeah? I can't remember, to be honest. I don't know.
Did you have them?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So at least, I think 3 properties I had to list.
Okay.
I put something under contract every week. When the market, I think market peaked back in 2021, 2022. Because when I got in, it was a bit tough. But then that was when it actually got better. To be honest, I can't remember the KPI back then.
What are your
The previous
KPIs for your guys now, your team?
We go through it every week. For example, they need to list, they need to sell something every week. That's the goal. Of course, the market is tough, but sometimes they get the listing, sometimes they sell something, but got to be understandable with the current market. But we go through it every week. Yeah,
And that's it. List
That's
one,
it.
list so on.
exactly. Yeah, but
No,
then
nothing around calls, nothing around.
of course. So if you want to break it down every day, at least 30 connects, at least doing an appraisal, at least doing a private inspection. This is all within their schedule on daily basis.
Yeah. And that's what I've gone back to now, like just 20 connects every day. Like this morning before night, I had 9:30. I'm just walking up and down
It's unbelievable.
back at the factory getting a coffee. If they don't answer, I send them a voice note. I'm massive on voice notes at the moment. They don't answer. Hey, it's Brent.
Yeah.
And just send them a voice note. Because they read them and they disappear. That's a connect to me. Like,
Yes.
and just get them out every day. I don't care about anything else.
Now that
20.
I can actually see that they've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's powerful. And that's all it comes down to, man. Like, do you track anything or you just work?
No, yeah, we track. Definitely we track things. Got us work. No, I just sit in my pants. I'm flying through.
Yeah.
I know. I do. I do track things, but I also do work. I'm intrigued because I can't stop looking at the top of your right hand.
It's just more right.
Wait, which is L.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
What does it say?
So funny story with this one. It says success is never owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every day.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Success is never owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every day.
So that's tattooed
I like that.
on your right hand. What's the funny story behind it?
I never wanted to get a tattoo. The funny thing is, when I was in Tassie, I actually applied for every single agency in town. I did multiple interviews. I mean, I was happy to keep on doing that, but then I think the last interview I did, they ended up hiring someone like, oh, gosh, I can do better than that. Like, why not me? But at the same time, I'm not sure if this is appropriate to say or not, but Tassie is still, I don't think it's so multicultural like here.
It's racist.
I knew you were going to say
I
that.
wouldn't say that. I
would
wouldn't
say-
say
I'll
that.
say it.
They're lovely people.
They are.
They're lovely people. But I mean,
If
I
you're
don't
white.
blame them. I don't blame them when there's not a multicultural state. If there's not many Afghan and Indians to sell their houses, like
Yeah.
they probably think I will struggle dealing with some Aussies, right? And I pulled the pin. I was like, you know what? I'm leaving. I was never gonna come to Melbourne. I said because my mum was living here. I think she came 2 years earlier than me, and she goes, "Well, you gotta come here. We gotta be together." I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I hated Melbourne.
Yeah.
But I just found myself after that interview, I was like, no, I'm actually leaving.
Yeah.
And when I came here, I found it very difficult to get a job. I'm like, maybe it's not for me. And then, funny enough, I met my previous director through one of the open home, and he was being weird, like telling the buyer to piss off because he didn't have his license on him. Like, you don't talk to people like that. And then I ended up working for him for like bloody 4 years. Best 4 years of my life, right? I learned a lot of things. And that's how I got into real estate. But then I saw there's so many agents. This is a reminder for myself back when I actually got like, you know what? I actually need to be disciplined. Because if you let go of one day, skip one day, you're behind 2 days. Then you always need to catch up.
Yeah, 100%. And that goes with like, this is like, it sounds weird saying this, but when I'm at the gym and you might do 10 reps, and if I do 8,
Yeah.
I say no, I'm not
You
starting.
feel guilty.
I'm not starting my day as a loser, because if I give up
Yeah.
here, I'm going to give up on a deal. I'm going to give up on getting my 20 connects, and I'll just make sure I go back and do it.
That's it.
Because it's easy not to be disciplined.
Exactly.
But the little things count, man. Like 20 connects a day literally got me from when I was doing 50, 60 deals to 100. Just 20 connects a day. And I've write them down. I've written them down in my phone now. I think I've got 12 in there at the moment in my notes. And I'll write them down, every one. Because it feels like the little wins. And I feel like when you start a
feel good,
business,
yeah?
you're like, fuck, I'm not doing anything. But if you can tick that off every day, you can go home and
I
be
share
accomplished.
something unique actually.
Yeah.
Before I go to bed, like, funny man, I don't get up at 7 o'clock. I don't get up at 6, 7:30, 8. I get up.
Yeah.
And before I go to bed, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I schedule at least 10, 15 messages for 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So when I get up, hey, are you still thinking of selling? Are you still proceeding with this? When I get up in the morning, yeah, I'll call you at 11, or my appointment's already there. So if I do, even if 5 of them reply, well, that could be an extra offer or
Yeah.
another appraisal. Because during the day, you get carried away, especially you now that you'll be running a business. You'll probably understand that it's not just about selling houses. It's just so
Yeah.
much more to it.
My reminders is stacked, man, today. It's just for reminders like fire out.
Not bad considering you're unemployed.
Yeah, I know. Unemployed. I'm sitting here and I'm having like a pinch me moment, man. Like when we started this podcast, we'd done it to give people the opportunity to listen to people that are in positions that they aspire to be in. And I'm sitting here with you two blokes. I'm getting absolute gold nuggets from Khaled. Like I'm sitting here like a little kid at school and like a AFL player's coming or something. Like, and I hope the audience is out there just getting all this advice and knowledge from Khaled, because the shit he's saying is fucking powerful, man.
I thought you said you're getting gold from Khaled and absolute shit from me.
Gold. Yeah, no. What did Gav say? They're good to you in Tassie if you're white.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm
I
not
didn't
wrong.
confirm any of that, by the way. So.
That's me saying it. That's completely me saying it.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I will say though, I love some of your rhetoric that you use, and I think this is powerful that people don't really pay enough attention to as agents. If you are going to a listing presentation or you're meeting with someone, some of the words that you've used, saying something like, "Let me share something with you," really powerful, or "Allow me to tell you a story." Those kind of words, when you're at a table and you are trying to persuade or influence an owner to sell their possession with you and not 4 or 5 other agents, these small words are so powerful. And the fact that you just said it in natural conversation says to me that you are a well-oiled machine.
I probably don't notice it.
That's
but
exactly why.
appreciate it, yeah.
It's become instinctual.
Yeah.
So if you can tell a story and if you can share it in a way that they feel like they're almost like, let me tell you a secret. You know, like you're leaning in, you want to know more. That is really powerful. So you're doing it innately, which is a credit to you. People that don't have that ability, I think they have to work on that dialogue and that rhetoric. But the fact is that you've got it down pat, Khaled. That's incredible, man. I mean, it's
Appreciate
English
it.
wouldn't be your first language; it'd be Farsi, right?
Yeah.
And
How
you
do you know?
How do I know? Because
Yeah.
you're from Iran.
I'm surprised. Yeah.
You would talk Farsi.
You wouldn't know, Brent, would you?
No.
No. So how would you know?
Oh,
He's intelligent.
good guess.
He's
Lucky
intelligent,
guess.
bro.
Lucky
Good on
guess.
you, well done.
But the fact is that you've got that down pat, man. That's really impressive. Talk to me then about your dialogue, because when you are doing 200 plus sales, how do you respond to people? And I face this as well. When people say, "Oh, Khaled, you're too busy," or "Are you going to pay enough attention to my property or my campaign or my needs?" What do you say to them?
I mean, being transparent, being honest, and then that's the biggest thing you can do when you're talking to someone, because I truly believe every phone call is a privilege. Because sometimes when we get too busy, we're doing that many numbers, we're like, oh, I'm so tired of this.
Yeah.
But then I remember the first day and I was thinking, like, who the hell going to sell their house with me? Who the hell am I? I'm just a loser. So getting that very first listing, my intention was just to be transparent. At least they know. There are times that we all list properties overpriced. But then I tell them, this is the comparables.
Yeah.
If you want to try this, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
You want to try 3 million, the property worth 500,000? I can't care less. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, you'd be honest with them.
As long as you know where the market is, right? I truly believe when it comes to what you mentioned earlier, what was the question again?
200 deals or something.
How do you like so the question? I love that. The question that is about you're doing so many deals.
Yeah, I don't have time.
Do you have time? Are you too busy?
Good. Actually, this happened a couple of days ago. Yesterday, sorry. Yeah, I got an email. We did the appraisal. She emailed back. I spoke with a few other agents. She didn't say the other agent mentioned it, but that's a line that a lot of agents uses. New agent is too busy. He doesn't.
Oh, for sure.
Clearly, I say, look at my median sale price. I look at our results. If my assistant are doing those sales, they're better agent than the ones out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I have time for your campaign.
That's your team.
But we're gonna manage this as a team.
We're going to go to a quick break. Craig's got a question for you after the break. We're going to quickly throw to a break and we'll be back with more of Khaled soon.
Sure.
Khaled is with us at the moment. I'll tell you what, I've really enjoyed this. For a guy that's writing 200 plus out, there wouldn't be many people on the planet doing those kind of volumes, and we've got one of them here in the shed. Now, our fearless producer, Craig, has been pointing and gesturing and saying, I want to ask a question. So he's actually gone out and he's purchased his own microphone, which is the Craig mic. And I think it's just for this one question. Craig, fire away.
First of all, Khaled, thanks a lot for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
We really do appreciate it. Now, you're sitting with, obviously, two agents that, one's writing 1.5 million, the other one's writing 3 million, and you're writing multi-million yourself. When a new person comes into real estate, because there's a lot of listeners that we have who are just new to real estate and wanting to get into real estate, how do they do the KPIs that you're talking about, like 20 connects a day? How do they do that when they come into real estate with nothing?
I mean, the simplest answer will be that's the very least they can do. I mean, if they're getting the script, if they're getting the training, doing 20 connects probably be almost very possible for any new starter, wouldn't it?
A couple of hours.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mean like, sorry, Craig, do you mean like how would you get those connects as well?
Like for example, how do you get people's numbers, for example, to call? How do you start your database when you're starting from nothing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. First of all, we have this thing, I'm sure it will be the same with you guys as well. Finding a patch that they're comfortable in. And then all the services like, for example, ID for me, Price Finder. And if anyone else that was specializing in that particular patch previously, they get all the leads and everything. So they follow up with the people that already know about the brand. And simply just, ID form will be the best place to start with. Really.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's the stuff that people are wanting to know. Like how, it's all right. If you've been in the industry a long time, or when I say long time, 4 or 5 years, but how do you actually start in this industry? And I noticed, Gav, you do a lot of sponsorship. Does that help your business?
It is, yep. And it's a levels thing. It's a marketing thing. If you've ever bought a car, right? I'm not so sure if it's going to necessarily apply to Khaled because he owns a Lambo. But if you ever buy a car, right, and say it's a green car, then you start noticing the same damn green car.
Yeah.
There's a psychological thing about that, right? So from a marketing perspective, when you start off, right, it's just about getting your face out there, contacting, connects, that kind of jazz. But then as you progress through the marketing levels, you want to have that association that, say, for example, Khaled comes to an appraisal and then the next week they see him on a signboard. Oh, that was that Khaled guy. Oh, and then he sees him on the back of a bus. Oh, there's Khaled. And then it's like you might see him at the theatres. Oh, that's that guy again. Geez, he's everywhere. And so by the time they go to make a decision about who to go with, they've seen Khaled 3 or 4 times outside of the one time that Khaled's actually seen them. So it's a levels of marketing that's really, really important. But that's, I guess, for the agents that are now like $500,000-$600,000 agents, that's what you have to strive towards is levels of marketing. But when you're starting out, it's just connection and relationships, right? Boys, am I wrong in saying that?
100%.
I remember I sent you a video. Did I send you the video? Yeah, I did. It was your reply still cracks me up to this day. I drove past the bus and it was like number one agent and it had like Hardeep on there. And then on the back of the same bus, it's like a number one agent, Khaled. And I'm like, bro, how many number one agents are there?
Yes.
And I say it's just some Middle Eastern egos. Don't worry about it. We're all number one.
Did you? I've been in the theatres. Have you seen my advert in the theatre?
No.
So I put that in about 6 months ago. Yeah, if you get the chance, go to the theatre. Actually, rock up a little bit
Which
early.
one
See
is
the
that?
ads.
Fountain Gate?
Yeah, Fountain Gate.
Really?
And it says, I said I'm actually number 2.
Oh, that's funny. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm number
catchy
2.
actually.
Yeah.
What do you know how much? What would you roughly spend on marketing a year?
Oh God, don't
Just
ask me that. The
roughly.
I would say at least 300,000. At least.
See,
Yeah.
if you're listening to that,
Yeah.
you're not spending enough on marketing. I'm not spending enough on marketing. I'm about to spend an absolute truckload on marketing because I believe in it. Like, I'm not going to say exactly what I'm doing because a lot of people don't do it. Happy to tell you boys, but like heaps of marketing, but different, like network marketing, like not your standard marketing, like tapping into paying for ads and wordings and all that kind of stuff. Like 300 grand, man, that's awesome. And obviously, I see you everywhere. Like you probably see him everywhere now because you're sitting here with him.
$435,831.49 in the last 12 months.
You spent $500,000 basically
$435, yeah.
Wow, good on you.
in 12 months.
12 months.
It pays back.
Yeah, it should. So
it
you
pays
should be spending,
That's 12%.
probably, you want to be spending between 70 to 80%.
What?
Like as in like putting back 70 to 80% to your business. So then you've got a profit margin of about 20%.
But wait a minute. So you're running an ad in Fountain Gate Cinemas, yeah? They're not supposed to do that because I'm running the same ad. They're only allowed to have one real estate agent.
Here we go.
Really?
Something's wrong here.
All right, well, there's two gloves. There's 2 gloves. You have one, I'll get the other one.
I'm like, are you sure?
Wow, Gavin starting
that's
wars.
funny.
Yeah.
Turf war.
Yeah, did they tell you the same thing? Like only one agent?
I don't know. I don't think they tell me this. I don't
Yeah,
know so
because
sure.
I remember because if they've got anyone else, I like to be exclusive. Like if you want to do it, I'm happy to pay the money, but it's got to be me. You can't have 5 agents rocking up every 30 seconds.
Oh, mate.
I gotta check that.
Village Cinema's getting a phone call pretty
Yeah,
soon.
he's got to
I gotta
drive
check that, dude.
drive his car through the cinema.
The good thing is, though, I feel like I'm lucky because I think you'd kick my ass if you were in my area. So you're more like Hampton Park, Narre, Hallam, that kind of area. Would
I go up against you a bit. Or used to, not lately though. Like Cranbourne North. Everywhere.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah.
You wouldn't know because kicking your ass too.
So yes, probably.
Hey, look, we've been and lose. I mean, if you learn something with each appointment that we have, it goes a long way. Sometimes, if I don't get the business, I actually prefer not to get it. But because if you got too much on the plate and you can't service, it's not good. I was at that stage. I think about 6 or 7 months ago, had that many listings sitting off market, and with 5 or 6 agents, we had 50, 55 on the market. I couldn't put more on the market. Like, and then you're not servicing those clients. But then asking why I didn't get the business, I love that question. I ask every single vendor that I lose, I was like, why is that? And at least 90% of the time is the commission.
Yeah.
It's just, I always say, if something taking me from my kids and my family, and I do real estate like crazy. There's
No stop.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
Late night, early morning. And if I'm doing that, and if I want to compete with someone who's, no offense, Uber driver and doing real estate, it's not fair. So I can't go at that level. So if you pay me, I make sure I work, I bring my team, I bring the brand, make sure you get the best outcome.
There's a guy in my marketplace that I think he's a plumber and he's a real estate agent
Really?
too, charging 1%. And like you can pitch all you want. And sometimes like not for, like this, not being egotistical, but I'm like, guys, do I really need to tell you why we're different? Like we
Yeah.
do this full time. Like you see the results, and you can't do this part time. It's hard enough to do full time, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
if that guy working for a brand, if let's say 50-50 and 1%, if the median sale price is 800, that's $6,000. How many sales is doing?
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
if you're not focused, you can't do, if you're plumber and real estate agent, you wouldn't be doing more than 30.
No, God, I think it's
You
10
can't
as
do
a
it.
whole company. Not even 10.
Seriously, yeah. Better off not doing it.
Do you see the commissions are being challenged across the board?
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Crazy.
what are you seeing?
Oh, look, I reckon it goes by the suburb now. Like, for example, we mentioned earlier, Clyde North. I actually prefer to stay away.
1% club.
It's just free marketing, 1%. I mean, general authority, I'm like, I just can't do it. It can't be in your favor, everything. I mean, other agents doing it, there's a red flag, really. You can't see it. They're desperate.
Yeah.
If you want a desperate agent, I charge you 1%. I put someone on, they can show up twice a week. And if you sell, you sell. If you don't sell, I can't care less.
So this is actually then to the next point about the current market and how we're talking about the exodus that's happening at the moment with agents moving out of the business. This market, I love. And if you're watching this and you are a younger agent, Khaled, you mentioned that you started off in a tough market. This is when you can cut your teeth. If you can get through this next period, there is a gold mine waiting for you next year. There is this market turns, and I've seen it time and time again, when the market drops away and there's an upturn, it is a gold mine because vendors are priced correctly. A lot of agents, shit ones, have vacated the industry. And so there is just an influx of buyers buying your properties that are selling. And if you're still around, man, you make good money. I love this market.
Oh, yeah.
I love this market.
Are you getting more calls in now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see?
And the problem is,
But
though,
they
similar to you,
appreciate,
you're
yeah.
like, you get 50-something listings and you're like,
Yeah.
I can't handle that. You're actually saying no to people now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they appreciate the agent that actually got the market share and doing well. This is the time they will actually be really appreciated. Before, like, oh, somebody else will do that 1% or 1.5%. Now they were like, okay, I need a good agent to sell. Yeah.
Correct.
I got no profile anymore, so if you want to sell
But-
your house, call me.
Brett, you do have a profile. But then in saying that, if you were an agent that's starting out, I think there are a lot of vendors that would really appreciate passion and hustle.
Yeah.
And if you can demonstrate passion and hustle as a young agent starting out, especially in this market, then you will succeed. And when the market does turn, you'll have a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super excited to restart this new brand now because, like, I know there's agents out there that want me not to succeed, and they're going to be doing everything desperately.
It'll be good timing
Desperately
for
to
you,
try and
really.
beat me. Boy,
Who wouldn't want you to succeed? Everyone
I
talks well of you.
yeah. And like I can't wait to go into a lounge room and just be like, I'm the best person for you, and I'll do everything I can to get you the best price. And I couldn't care for any other agency because this is what you get, and you know.
I think you mentioned earlier if you go against each other, I don't know if you do, but I reckon, in my opinion, to be frank, you'll be privileged to go against someone like you
you too.
or Gav,
Thank you.
because if you're someone that coming in that low, you don't know what to do. But if I leave, Brent's gonna walk and like, you know what, best of luck. You let me know how you go. I'll follow up with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I know they're gonna pick either me or Brent or Gav. There's no problem. They're not getting a low baller. They're not gonna have the hard time of, going on a market or not selling.
Yeah. And you win it, you win or you lose it fairly as well.
It's good. Yeah. You feel good at least.
Yeah.
If I lose, they were like, yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Probably makes me feel better.
Yeah. Do you have good relationship with agents in your area?
I don't communicate too much. Obviously, I know everyone.
You do, yeah.
Yeah. But
From afar.
Yeah, from far. Realestate.com is our social media, right?
Yeah.
We can see who's popping all the time. And but yeah, I keep a really, really good relationship. If there's something wrong, I give them a call. Say, hey, why we doing this, or let's do it this way. And my biggest competitor in the area, I had a few phone conversations. I was like, you know what? If you're going that low in commission, where I'm sitting, going that low, at least come a bit higher. You know that I'm not going to go that low. It's good for you. It's good for me. Yeah. And then I could see from that point onward, actually, it was a bit more fair. Yep. The only one that was winning is the consumers. Like you were like, I go to Khaled too high. I go to the other gentleman, it's too low.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them, good for me.
And we've dealt with each other from a real estate level a couple of times.
Yeah.
He tries to buy the good properties, bro. And I'm like, fuck, bro, I'm so sorry. Like, they've all got offers on it. It happens to him all the time. We've got all these other offers. And there's just like,
I made a good offer, though.
On which, the one in Narrowburn?
No, Kickaway. I really like Kickaway.
I went away.
790?
I went away, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So I think you might have had to deal with someone else in the business.
Yeah.
But you've dealt with me for Laramie, the one in Narry, and then there was another one in Narrowburn, two in Narrowburn and one in Cranbourne.
You see, back then I didn't know the suburbs.
Vale Park, yeah.
Actually, I didn't know the suburb back then. I didn't know where I was
trying to buy anyway.
Clyde North, it was new. Like, oh, it's nice. But yeah, anyway, would I buy now?
Where do you live now?
Hampton Park.
Oh, yeah. You're everywhere in Hampton Park, right? That's your core area?
I truly believe if I want to convince someone to buy in a particular suburb, I need to live in that suburb.
Yep.
It's so good that I live in it. Like, you live around here, don't you?
Yeah, office. Well, I just moved to Beaconsfield, but yeah. Same.
Probably be smashing Beaconsfield now.
Nah, all the rich people in Beaconsfield.
Nice properties there.
Not much turnover though, is there?
No.
Nah, give me the $600,000-$700,000 properties every day of the week.
Yeah.
I don't care about your 1.5s.
That's
People
my
say
cup of
go
tea.
sell them Turak. Nah, stuff that. No.
What's selling? Yeah, it's those properties now.
Yep,
yeah.
correct.
And trade, just get trade-ins too. Build a good name, high turnover. And then,
Cool. All right, we're going to go to a break, guys. But I think we're going to come back. Is Jade ready, or
she's not coming on?
Oh, she's not. Jade's stuck on the plane. She's in delayed. Well, that's it, guys. Look, thank you very much. Just want to say a massive thank you to Khaled for coming on, man. I know, obviously,
Absolute pleasure.
doing 200 plus sales, getting time, an hour and a half in your day to fit this in. I really, really appreciate it. Brent, thank you for taking the time to eventually come back here.
No, thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure. And
Good luck for Day House too.
yeah, thanks, dude. We've got a massive guest on next week as well. Khaled, you've been amazing, dude. So
Thanks,
happy
man.
to sit across.
I just like to take a moment, and I don't think I can finish this without crediting my amazing team.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be where I am without a team. And I reckon the real estate is going to go that way. Individuals not going to work because you can't do A to Z. You got to have a great team behind you to support. And I had the privilege of, having some young agents, guns to work with me 7 days a week. It's really hard, but they're doing really well.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Thanks,
All right,
man.
guys. See you next week.
Thank you.